Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shay, and on this video we talk all things travel from London and beyond. Some very good news to start the video. We have reached 300 subscribers on this channel. Thank you so much to everyone that's liked, commented, shared, subscribed. It's really appreciated, and it lets me know that you guys are enjoying the content that I'm putting out. On today's video, I'm going to answer one of London's most important questions. Oyster or contactless? I'm going to look at both and explain how both work, and then I'll let you decide which one you feel is best for you. Let's go. Let's start with the Oyster Card. So, the Oyster Card was created in 2003 to reduce the use of paper tickets. And the Oyster Card is basically a top-up pay-as-you-go card, which you can use anywhere inside the London travel card zones. The Oyster Card can be bought from any tube station, national rail station inside London, off licence, and also some tourist spots for around £5, and it's yours to keep. The modes of transport in London which do accept the Oyster Cards are London Underground, London Overground, TfL Rail, Docklands Light Railway, Emirates Cable Car, London Trams, London River Services, and some National Rail Services as well. In terms of National Rail Services, you can use your Oyster Card in most of the National Rail Services inside of the London Travel Card area, except a select few. These include East Midlands Railway, Avanti West Coast, Grand Central, Hull Trains, London North Eastern Railway, and also Lumo services. On these services, your Oyster Card is not valid at all. A cool feature about the Oyster Card is the Oyster Card can also hold travel cards on it as well. So let's say, for example, you have a zone 1 to 3 travel card on your Oyster Card, and you go to, let's say, zone 4 or 5. If you've got enough money on the Oyster Card covers that period between zone 3 and zone 4, or zone 3 and zone 5. So you can use the Oyster Card for both pay-as-you-go methods and also for travel cards within the London travel card zones. With the Oyster Card, it is important to know that you can log on to the TfL website and register your Oyster Card. What this will allow you to do is things such as top it up, report it lost or stolen, add travel cards to it, and also as well get refunds also. You can go to the link to the website here, and that would be a really helpful way for you to manage your Oyster Card. Let's now talk contactless cards. So contactless cards can be used in London, and they're used in the same way as the Oyster Card, which is a tap in and tap out method. So if your card has a contactless symbol on it, you can use it to tap in and tap out inside of train stations inside of the London travel card zones. Be very careful. Using contactless cards can incur a foreign transaction fee if your card is obviously from abroad. Contactless cards will get charged at a full adult rate. Also as well, guys, very important to note, there are places slightly outside of the London boundaries that Oyster Cards are not valid, but you can also use contactless. So, places such as Luton Airport Parkway, St Albans, Harpenden, Welwyn Garden City, and Hatfield. All these places are slightly outside of London's boundaries, where oysters are not valid, but you can use contactless at these stations. So just be very wary, guys, that there are places where you can use contactless, but you can't use oysters. The final way that people in London can pay for travel is via the paper travel card. This is the most old school method that a lot of us are used to, especially if you remember life before the Oyster Card. The travel card is often used by people who are travelling from outside of London into London, and vice versa. Depending on what kind of travel card you get, it is normally valid on TfL services, and it's also valid as well on National Rail Services. So if you're commuting from outside London, from let's say, I don't know, High Wycombe or Southend, or I don't know, Peterborough, you can normally buy a paper travel card and combine it with London TfL services as well. So that is a very, very good method to use also. Well guys, that's it for this video. I hope it was helpful and informative. My name is Shay. If you've got any questions, any comments, any issues, please put it in the comments below and I'll get back to you. I will see you on the next video. Bye bye.